Welcome to our 6:15 blended flow class. It is a little bit chilly where we are, guys, but hopefully you are warmer at home. And I may slip off the camera and go ahead and adjust and turn that air off. We'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead. If you're at home and you want to be down, feel free to be down. We're going to start up with the shoulders. Just relax down, knees soften, palms forward. Just finding those few cleansing breaths. Eyes closed gently for me. I am going to make it a little warmer in here for those who made that sacrifice to show up. While we're taking in 2 to 3 deep breaths, just let your palms turn out and have your palms turn back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, palms out. And exhale, palms back. And as the palms are resting out, begin to pull the shoulders up slowly. And don't roll back yet, just shrug them up and push them down. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, shoulders down. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, shoulders down. Inhale, shoulders up to ears, big elbow rolls back. Nice big breath. Let's take 2 more breaths. And 1 more big breath back. Now you decide how your shoulders feel. You can push those elbows back. You can bring the arms out wide. If you're honoring your shoulders tonight, feel free to make that movement smaller. Or if you're like these ladies in here, any movement, they're trying to get warm, guys. They're taking one for the team tonight. You'll begin to feel the shoulders warm. We'll take that last breath right there and turn the palms out. Allow your chin to rest gently towards your chest, swinging it over towards your left and up like a pendulum, and down towards the chest and over to your right. Inhale down and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. As we bring that gaze back into the center, pressing our feet down into the mat, opening our toes nice and wide, feeling that firm foundation beneath us, making yourself aware of all sides of your feet. You may even feel yourself gently rock from side to side. If you find yourself needing to relieve any anxiety, today is the day. Tonight is the night. Now I want you to allow the weight of your head to just fall to the left. Feel the tension rising from that right side of the neck. As we bring our head back into neutral, the weight begins to move and draws it to your right. You may even feel the blood vessels, the veins popping on the side. As we come back into the center, allow your elbows to draw back palms turn out and hands come up. Exhale down, resting in that heart center. With eyes closed and the gaze drawn inward, you may prepare an intent or an intention for the practice. With so much going on around us, we truly have to be conscious and we have to be clear on our intent. Allow it to be something that will help you remain focused on why you are here, coming back to the intention or coming back to your breath when the mind begins to wander. When you're ready, you can gently rotate your body to the left side, going as far as you can. When you get as deep as you can, or those hands are in the center of the arms, lower your left hand either directly behind you or grab the side of your hip and lift the right arm up, stretching through the side. As we inhale, bring that right hand down, release the left, come back into your center. Exhale, press them all the way out and up, palms face forward again. Spreading the toes wide, creating that base. Inhale, stretching, reaching all the way up. Press your palms together, come down into your heart center. Turning gently to your right side, getting as deep as you can. You may release that right hand either behind you or holding the side of your hip, extending the left arm straight up. Bringing that hand down and releasing the one from behind. Come back into your center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale down, but allow your hands to touch just right onto your shin. Come into that halfway up, lift your chest out, stretch it out. Inhale, release all the way up. Ladies that are with me here in person, feel free to close your eyes as much as you like. For those of you at home, you may not be aware that we are filming in very bright light tonight. Inhale so that you guys can have a wonderful recorded video. Exhale down, hands to your shin. Bringing your hands halfway up, lift your chest out, take your gaze out. Try to keep the knees soft and not lock them in. And from this forward fold, just inhale, drop down, and go into the forward fold. Skip the whole step. Inhale, bring your hands back to your shin, come halfway up, chest out, gaze out. If you don't need the support of your legs, your hands can be just like this. Be aware of your back. And then press all the way up. Coming back into the heart center, closing your eyes for a moment. If you're at home and your mat is directly parallel to mine, you want to go perpendicular or step to the top of your mat. For you guys here, you're in perfect position for our next sequence. I'm going to take to the top of my mat. As I inhale up, stretching it out, exhaling down to the forward fold. Stepping back with my left foot and resting onto my left knee, stepping back right. Opening my hands nice and wide. Engaging the core, just allow your hips to shift gently from left to right. This blended flow tonight, guys, will have more of a gentle aspect to it. We're welcoming back a few people to the mat, and we're very excited about that. When you're ready, just gently begin to extend the left leg back, flexing your foot, and allow your right arm to reach forward. As the eyes are closed, you may turn the palm up and have that palm come down. Inhale, palm up, and exhale, palm comes all the way down to the mat. Shaking it out, extending the right leg this time, flexing the foot, and left hand goes forward. Beautiful balance pose. If your eyes are closed, you'll really get it. Palm up and down. Palm up and draw that hand down. Walk your knees back and then connect your big toes to each other and begin to push your hips back, lower your forearms, and drop your forehead. Moving into child's pose, taking 2 breaths right here. As we find that last breath, our palms are down, pull your body forward and bring it all the way down onto the mat. Arms are extended. When you're ready, gently raising the right arm and left leg. Stretching it out, I want you to point and flex with the toe. That begins to warm the muscles in your back. And lower it down. When you're ready, go ahead and lift that left arm and right leg, pointing and flexing with the toe. If your shoulders are tight, you might find yourself reaching off to the side, but try to reach directly in front and lower it down. Draw your hands beneath your shoulders, keeping the elbows into your body. Begin to peel your chest up, stretching the sternum forward. Pause here. If it's available, you can go higher and then bring it back into child's pose once again. From the child's pose, I want you to create a foundation with your right toe, then your left. And begin to press your hands into the mat as your hips lift into the inverted V. We call the downward dog. Our toes are facing each other, big toes, and we're going to shift the weight from left hip to right. Taking in 2 to 3 breaths as we begin to move into that one leg dog with right leg coming up. Inhale down. Make sure you get that extra breath. Left leg comes up. Grab that second breath. And now exhale down. One more time, right leg up. Listen to your body. Do what you're able to do. And down. And last time for the left leg up. And bringing it down. With knees soft and abdominals engaged, begin to walk towards your hands. If your hamstrings are tight like mine were earlier, you notice I came onto fingertips. Rest your hands right onto your shin again. Keep your body, your elbows in close, begin to lift your chest. This is that halfway up. And let's exhale back down to the forward fold. And inhale, hands to shin, halfway up. Pressing through the shin, exhale, come all the way up. And allow the arms to rest down. Shifting the weight gently from your left hip to your right. I'm going to turn and face you guys. We're going to start with the balance pose tonight. So you can rest your hands gently on your hips if you like, with the shoulders drawn back. The weight resting gently onto your left hip, bringing your right toe in front. When you inhale, bring the knee up gently. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale down, shaking it out. Feel free to tap the floor if you want to. With your eyes closed, you'll get the same effect. The weight rests gently onto the right hip. That left toe is in front. We're going to inhale up. Notice I'm trying to bring the knee at least as high as the hip or higher. Exhale. We inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. And down. Great job, guys. Allow those shoulders to just rest a bit. So the sequence that I've chosen tonight is we're going to work a really deep warrior with a modified sun salutation in between. Modified sun in between. So I want you to draw the shoulders back. Go ahead and turn that right toe forward. Draw that left leg back. Bring the arms first into warrior 2. Soften that front knee for me. Arms extended out, palms up and down. Now, relax your shoulders down. Some of you are here, relax them down. Shift the weight slightly forward. We'll start in modified, resting the arm. Take your left arm straight up. Inhale, warrior 2. Taking 2 breaths, guys. Remember, warrior is about power and strength, stillness. In that warrior 2, the gaze can be forward. The gaze can be off the chest. You can even take the gaze back. As the gaze comes forward, drop that left hand. Turn your palm towards you and stretch up straight, and then begin to draw it back into reverse warrior. Each piece will have 2 full yoga breaths. Inhale, warrior 2. The transition is 1 breath. As we exhale, shift the weight, straightening the front leg. Drop your right hand in front as we move into our triangle. So we're creating that beautiful straight line from the tips of our fingers down to the tips of our fingers up. The shoulder is drawn back, creating a neutral spine. The gaze can go up. If you're feeling challenged with your balance, feel free to take the gaze down. If you'd like a deeper sensation, you can lower your entire hand into the inside of that foot. Each piece gets 2 breaths except the transition warrior 2. Inhale back up, transition into warrior 2. Take the gaze back. Taking the gaze forward. And as we remain forward, shifting the weight forward, moving into extended angle again. Your hand can rest if you need modified. You can also go deeper. The front leg is bent. The only difference in angle and triangle is the bend of the leg. So the front leg can be bent and you can extend that left arm up. You may also modify, keeping the bend in that leg and resting your arm on top. Yes. Nice. I'm trying to show or cue all levels. Press through that extended ankle. Take that one breath back in Warrior Two. This is where we breathe. Lower the hand back and stretch it into Reverse Warrior. 2 breaths here. Pressing your entire left foot into the mat. You want to feel all sides of your foot. Protect your knee by not shifting your weight in or out. The Reverse Warrior, you should feel a deep stretch in the obliques. Equal weight on your right and left foot. You're not shifted back. There's that one breath inhale on the Warrior Two. Now this time we're going to move from triangle, back to reverse, into pyramid, into half moon. So as we inhale, go as deep as you'd like in triangle. Your hand can be here. Your hand can be fingertips. It can be all the way down. Remember, there are no curves in a triangle, guys, so you want to place your hand where your body is allowed to remain in good form. There's no right or wrong yoga, but often there is unsafe yoga if your joints are unsafe, not stacked in the correct position. As we take that last breath, inhale to that one breath for Warrior Two, exhale. This Reverse Warrior is just one breath. Yoga breath is about 6 seconds, 3 seconds in, 3 out. And let's relax in Warrior Two. The setup for pyramid and half moon is very similar to triangle. The weight rests on our left hip, the front leg straightens. The difference is, go ahead and bring that left arm around. Either place both hands on your right shin, or for deeper sensation, both hands can surround that right foot. If you can't get your wrist down, get your fist down. But your body should be resting on that thigh. You may remain here. If you would like even deeper sensation, take that inhale. When you exhale, you can lift that back leg up. You may also stay right where you are with your hands surrounding that leg or resting on the shin. If you'd like to have a deeper sensation, you can take your left hand and rest it on your hip. You can also open that left arm up, opening your chest. On the next breath, if you brought that arm up, lower it down. If you brought the back leg up, lower it down. Walk both hands back over to your shin. Come halfway up, lift your chest down. Press through it, bring your body up. And step forward and give us a swan dive. Rest your chest on your thighs, draw your arms behind you. As we inhale, come up into neutral. Pull your shoulders forward and roll them back for 2 breaths. Push your elbows back and roll forward for 2 more breaths. You guys remain where you are. I'm going to take a position on the other side so that we're able to see Warrior better at home. Now, I want you to hinge from your hips, resting down into forward fold again. Stepping back left and stepping back right. Inhale, come down to your thighs. Bring your chest down, exhale. Inhale, breath, begin to rise up. Either cobra here, upward dog here. Tucking toes under, finding downward dog or child's pose, depending on where you are today. Toes are facing each other. Moving into that one-leg dog, inhaling left leg up. And exhaling down. Inhaling right leg up. And exhale down. Inhale right leg, left leg up. And exhale down. Right leg comes up. Make sure you breathe. And down. As your knees soften, begin to walk your way back. And we're going to come up one vertebrae at a time. Roll shoulders back. Coming all the way up. So we're going to let that weight rest toward that right hip. Bring that left knee up. Stepping back wide. Opening the arms to warrior two. Remember, the front knee is soft. You can gaze forward. You can gaze back. You can gaze over the chest. First sequence, moving into angle. Modifying the first angle, extending the arms straight up. 2 breaths on each stop on the warrior series. Lengthening through your fingertips, pressing all sides of that right foot down. Let's pause back in warrior two. You guys did switch sides, correct? We got you on the other side?
Awesome. Did now. Looks like I'm going the wrong way.
Awesome.
That's impressive.
Let's move into reverse warrior. And I apologize because often Margie knows I mirror the class, and so when I'm ever on the real right foot, I never know if I mirrored the first set. So lower that back hand, draw that arm back. So you guys are drawing that left arm back because you're on the other side, correct? Yes.
Got it right.
Yes.
I can't
Yes.
tell left from right.
Let's pause in that warrior two. Shifting the weight to our back hip. Moving into the first triangle. You can have fingertips down. You can rest your hand onto your shin. Don't put your full hand down on this first set. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, finding reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. And we're going to exhale again into angle. Open your toes, guys. Make sure the toes are flat. You don't want your feet to cramp. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Now this is where we're getting ready to add the pyramid and balancing half moon. We'll inhale to warrior two. Exhale, shifting the weight to our back hip. The front leg is straight, beautiful setup for pyramid. Draw the arm around. You can rest both hands on your shin. For a deeper sensation, you can bring both hands to the mat. You can be on your wrist or you can be on fist. For a deeper sensation, you can bring that back leg up. Keep the front leg straight for half moon. You may even rest your hand on your hip for balancing half moon. Or extend the arm into the air with the palm facing out. When you're ready, lowering the hand down first, and then lowering the leg if you had joined us there. Place both hands back over the shin, come halfway up. Lift the chest out, take the gaze out. Begin to bring the body up and take that step up. Exhale, swan dive one more time, bringing your chest to your thighs, drawing your arms back. Begin to bring the body up slowly, drawing the shoulders forward and back. Taking 2 to 3 breaths here as we move into our chair sequence. Chest out, gaze out, elbows back. Softening the knees, shifting the hips back, inhale, drawing the arms forward. Exhale, lift the chest. Focusing on the internal obliques by allowing that arm to sweep back as far as you can and then forward. Inhale back and exhale. And forward. Inhale, draw the hands into heart center. Twisting gently to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, the chest comes out, arms open. Inhale back. And forward. Inhale back. And forward. Chest out into heart center. And turning to our right. Fingertips are facing forward. Inhale, center. Exhale out. Left arm lowers, right hand stays up. Stretching through the side, taking the gaze up. Right arm lowers, left arm comes up. Taking the gaze up. As the arm comes down, hinge from your hips. Draw your body forward, reaching gently for the elbows and just hang out. 4 breaths right here, guys. I want you to imagine the floor is going to open up and allow your arms to rest right into it. You may gently release your hands from the elbow, raising your left foot, resting your hand underneath, and raising your right, hands underneath. As we move into the gorilla pose, this particular pose is for the fascia, the connective tissue of your body. Your legs are straight here, not locked out, but you feel that lengthening in your spine, so keep your hands where they are. Imagine you're trying to straighten your chest out. Imagine you're trying to lift your chest forward. You'll get deeper. If your legs were straight but your knees maintained that little yoga bend. those tendons and ligaments just warming up. And gently raise the right and bring your hand from underneath in your left. Right where you are, guys, you can step back onto your knees. Open your palms nice and wide. As we move into cat and cow for 5 breaths, just inhale and exhale. That big inhale on the cow. The exhale as the spine arches up. Inhale. And exhale. Continue to breathe. Let's take 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. And as our spine comes into neutral, bring your awareness to what you have around your space. Whether you have a block or a blanket, you may need one or the other. When you're ready, take that left toe back, tuck it under, lift your hip, take the right back, tuck it under. Just take a nice deep breath here in our downward dog. Raise the right leg up, bending the right knee. Circling gently, inhale and exhale. And taking that circle to the opposite direction. And then swinging that knee forward, right in front of the hip, sliding the opposite leg back, and lower your forearms down, moving into pigeon. Now, if you have a block, feel free to place that block under your forehead. We will come back here, but for a different sensation, bring your right hand beneath your shoulder, then your left. Begin to peel the chest up. And for a deeper sensation, you can bend that left leg, reaching right above the ankle, and keep the chest open. Beautiful quad stretch for those who like it. Lower it down, remain in king pigeon for 1 more breath. And that's with the chest open, palms down. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring the chest down and allow your forehead to get as low as you can. Breathing into the right hip. Taking 1 more breath. And now again, bring the right hand and left hand beneath your shoulders. Lift that chest back into the king pigeon while you tuck that left toe under. Begin to lift the hip and release that right leg back. Big toes are pointed towards each other, pedaling it out. Extending the left leg into the air, bending the knee and circling in for 2 breaths. Reversing your circle when you're ready. and drawing that knee forward and underneath the body. Slide that right leg back. Lower your chest down. Breathing into the left hip this time. Make the pose fit your body, guys. If you need to make any adjustments, if you're cramping, if you have the most beautiful little tiny bottle of water, darling. You can use the block under your forehead to protect a tighter left hip. If you're able to now, go ahead and lower your left hand under your shoulder and your right, lift your chest into that king pigeon. You can remain here, and notice I didn't say deeper. For a different sensation, you can bend that right leg and reach right above that ankle, because this is for your quadricep. If you have a challenge in your back, this might not be great. Release it gently. Bring yourself back out of king pigeon, back down to your mat. Now as your hands come underneath your shoulders, you're tucking that right toe and lifting the hip just enough to release that leg. Nice. On this last child's pose, we're going to be there for 5 breaths. So I encourage you to point the toes to each other. When your hips come back, open your palms. Create a space for your forehead when you bring the body down. Let's find those last 2 breaths. When you're ready, go ahead and bring your right and your left hand down. Bring your chest up. Walking your knees in and just rest onto your hip. Draw the arms forward. So as we move into yoga boat, just kind of check in with your back. Make sure everything is good. Rest on your sit bones, walk your feet in. Hands come underneath gently. Now you can keep your feet on the floor. You may also bring up just one leg and just one arm. And one leg and one arm. If you're able to lower them down, if you're able to draw them back up. Inhale. Notice I'm up and I'm going back onto the sit bones right here. Hold for me. Lower your feet down, extend them forward. Bring your body onto your thighs as we move into seated forward fold. From seated forward fold, you may take the hands, fold them over your toes or rest them onto your shin. That seated lift your chest up. Hands are resting on the shin or folded over the feet. As we relax with the chest and the hip gaze down, bring both feet in. Sole against sole, and come on to your back. Take a few moments, check in with your breath, filling the belly fill with air and release. Inhale. And exhale. Feeling the knees lift and lower. And from where you are, just spread those so the soles of the feet are still connected. Just spread the thighs open as wide as you can. Imagining there's a string attached to the underside, pulling the knees down. And there's a weight resting on the inside, pressing the knees open. The palms are resting at the left and right side of your body, facing down. Let's bring both of the knees in, not only to the center, but bring both of the knees in towards the body. As our hands are resting down on the backs of the thighs, I welcome and encourage those of you with me in person to close your eyes. I will guide you through the remaining poses, allowing yourself as much meditative darkness or silence as you need. Begin to open your thighs slowly and let the feet make sure they're right above the knees so the feet begin to come up. You may remain here. You can also take your index finger and thumb, reach to that left big toe and the right. When you're in Happy Baby, the goal should be your knees can be driven down all the way into the armpits and then subsequently down into the floor. So you're not up and you're not pressing back, you're pressing down. So feel the weight resting on the tops of your feet. The muscles in your abs just flatten out. The shoulders remain down. If you need to lift and lower the head to make sure that the neck is safe or draw that neck gaze forward, there should always be that little space behind the neck. So you don't want to tilt up. Always have that slight tilt forward. Continue to press down as we move that breath into the hip flexor. This is a great opportunity to check in with your body if there are any areas that feel uncomfortable. Perhaps we may just be trying to acclimate ourselves to the environment in which we found ourselves practicing tonight. But with that, I challenge you. If you have to have the perfect setup in order to release anxiety, you're going to carry anxiety with you 90% of the time. So allowing yourself in this different environment tonight, and for those of you at home, you have a different scene, and it took a lot to get that for you. And so I'm encouraging those that are here in this different environment to find your peace and tranquility wherever you are. Let's go ahead and release the toes. Hook your hands back behind the thighs. Make sure the base of the spine is pressing down against your back. I'll talk you through everywhere you need to go. Close your thighs in slowly and just gently sway your body from left to right. Lower your feet down gently. As your palms rest down, I want you to lift the hips and move them to your right side. As you lower your knees to the left side, keep the shoulders down, but take your gaze to the right side. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. Slowly bring your knees to the center. Lift the shoulders a bit and take the gaze to the center. Walk your hips over towards your left hand and lower your knees to your right. Lifting the shoulders gently, taking your gaze to the left. Slowly bring your knees to the center. Extend your legs out one at a time. Extend your arms behind you one at a time. Stretch and lengthen the body right here. You're ready, you can bring your arms around the side of your body. You may cover yourself with a blanket for our short savasana tonight. The Savasana will be guided tonight. So first we welcome you to feel that relaxation down into your toes. Taking it from the toes all the way into the legs. Moving it from the legs into the torso of our body. And from the torso of our body, finding it moving into our chest and shoulders. We carry so much stress in the shoulders. Taking the stress and releasing it and moving that relaxation into our neck. We may even find right now that our jaw is clenched, our tongue and our mouth in preparation for words, but there's nothing to say nor do. Go ahead and relax the tongue into the back of your mouth, unclenching the mouth, and let the jaws just relax. The eye gaze is drawn inward. Our focus could just be on our intent. The focus could just be on the sound of my voice. But regardless of where the focus lies tonight, the purpose of the practice is to encourage you to create a space that you can release anxiety without it being the perfect setup. Can you imagine having to go throughout a stressful day, not beginning to feel relaxed because you're not in your quiet room at home with your favorite music playing, with your favorite drink in your hand? If we need the perfect setup to release our anxiety, we will find ourselves carrying so much stress and tension with us, anticipating that one little moment of the day in which we will find our peace. Instead, we will learn over time to carry the peace that we need within us, not expecting the environment or any external factor to affect us. Once we release that and we find that we can carry the peace, we can flip out peace whenever we need it. You create it, and it's always available. So I want you to take just a few moments. You may want to just lift and lower the shoulders a bit and shrug the shoulders. Extending one hand right above your head and turning slowly on to your side. From your side, you may find yourself coming back to your seat. And in your seat, you may find yourself seated lotus or half lotus, or easy pose, legs just crossed. When you are there, you may find that your hands want to rest in heart center. You may feel more comfortable with your palms opening wide. It is up to you to create that space that you need, that sacred place. There is a phrase that we use a lot in my place of worship. If you don't have a place of worship, then just imagine you use this phrase sitting in your car, or sitting at home, or sitting at your dining room table. It's not important where, but the phrase we often use is in regards to joy. And we say many, many times This joy that I feel, the world did not give it to me, and the world cannot take it away. You could replace the word joy with peace, quiet, this peace that I have. We certainly know the world did not give it to us, so we refuse to let it take it away. As we bow our heads tonight, if you are comfortable and inclined, I want you to leave with this and only this. The joy and the peace that you create, the world did not give it to you, so the world therefore cannot take it away. You carry it with you wherever you go, wherever you are, it is with you. So as we move beyond the yoga space and beyond the mat tonight, I encourage you to spread that peace, spread that joy to someone who may be in need of that. Each of us have our own cross to bear. We have our own trials and tribulations. But what I want you to do is to live your life with intention. Live your life. It is the only one you will get. We know not the day nor the hour. And I do want to dedicate tonight's practice to one of my childhood friends. She's a Delta, and her name is Frida. And Frida's 45, and we grew up in the same church. We've been friends for 41 years. And when Frida woke up Sunday morning and she looked over, her husband did not awake Sunday morning. So I want you to live your life each and every day with intention, for we know not the day nor the hour. Take whatever you need from this practice and discard the rest. May you go in peace, carrying your joy with you. Namaste. Thank you guys for being with me tonight, and thank you very much, Susan. Thank you for rejoining us, Katrinka.